Father, I learned that Aries charges forward, always beginning. But what comes after the beginning? Ah, wise question. Aries plants the seed, but someone must tend to the garden. Today you'll meet the soul who knows how to stay, to build, to keep. Come. Somnath, the eternal temple that has been destroyed and rebuilt again and again. Exactly. This temple teaches the essence of Rishabh Rashi, Taurus, the bull. No matter how many times it falls, it is rebuilt. This is endurance. This is staying power. Taurus represents the second house and is the second zodiac sign. After Aries begins, Taurus builds. Let me tell you its core features. Its symbol is the bull, strong, ready, unmovable. Its sex or gender is female, a feminine sign carrying yin energy, receptive, nurturing, inward. Its ruling planet is Venus, Shukra, the planet of beauty, love and material pleasures. Its guna is Rajas, like Aries, but directed toward building, not just starting. Its element is earth, solid, stable, grounded and practical. Its direction is south, the direction of stability and material abundance. The body parts associated with it are face and neck. Taurus rules beauty and voice. So, while Aries is fire that sparks, Taurus is earth that holds? Perfect understanding. You know that friend who's been working at the same company for 15 years, slowly climbing, saving money every month, never jumping ship. That's Taurus. While Aries friends might switch jobs 5 times, Taurus stays and builds their position. Now the keywords that define Taurus energy. Listen carefully. Family, deep bonds, blood relations that matter. Lineage, honors ancestors, values heritage. Food, cooking, eating, nourishing with love. Accumulation and savings, builds wealth steadily, never wasteful. Luxuries and luxurious, loves comfort, fine quality things. Beauty, drawn to aesthetics, visual harmony. Security and values, needs stability, strong moral code. Money, understands finances, respects material wealth. Banking, natural with investments and financial planning. Gems, attracted to precious stones and jewelry. Lustful, strong physical desires, sensual nature. Speech, powerful voice, pleasant communication style. Fame, recognition through tangible, lasting contributions. Wealth, accumulates resources, builds material prosperity. Earning, hard worker, values earned income. Storage, keeps, preserves, maintains possessions very well. Arts, creative expression in physical form. Music, love of sound, often musical. Culture, preserves traditions, honors customs deeply. Living with purpose, builds something meaningful with intention. The bright one, Venus brings radiance, inner glow. So many of these are about having, keeping, and enjoying. Yes, if Aries says I am, Taurus says I have. Venus, Taurus's ruler, governs the material and beautiful aspects of life. Let me show you, or rather tell you, how you'll recognize Taurus people in your life. How, Father? In your family. Remember that aunt or uncle who always insists that everyone should sit together for proper meals? Who gets upset if you eat standing up or skip breakfast? That's Taurus. Food is sacred to them. At work, your colleague who tracks every expense in a notebook, who has a fixed deposit account, who never makes impulsive purchases, who's been saving for years to buy their own home, that's Taurus and money. In relationships, the partner who remembers to buy your favorite snacks, who makes sure you're comfortable, who values physical touch and quality time over just fancy words, that's Taurus and security. Your friend, the one whose home always smells amazing, who has the most comfortable couch, who insists you try their homemade food, who may not have the latest phone, but has quality furniture, that's Taurus and luxury. So, we can actually see these qualities in people around us? Exactly. And if you are Taurus, you'll recognize yourself in these patterns. Father, are not all of these things attachment? Didn't you teach about detachment? Wise question, my son. Listen carefully. The material world is not the enemy. Look at these farmers tending the fields, or these artisans creating beautiful sculptures. Or think about that grandmother who cooks with love, who saves money so her grandchildren can study. Is she attached or is she loving? That person who works hard for 20 years to finally buy their parents a home, is that greed or devotion? Taurus teaches that caring for the material supports the spiritual. You cannot meditate on an empty stomach. You cannot focus on work in an unsafe home or an unsafe environment. You cannot create art without tools and materials. So they serve the divine through the material. Exactly. The temple you see here, built with earth, stone and human hands, that is Taurus energy making the divine tangible. When Taurus occupies the second house in a birth chart, watch for these signs in yourself or others, Ganesh. With money, they will likely have a savings account that's never touched, may invest in gold or property, hate debt, and feel physical discomfort when spending unnecessarily. With food, they have really strong opinions about the food's quality, won't eat just anywhere, probably knows the best restaurants in the city, might even refuse to eat at a place with poor ambience. With voice, often have pleasant speaking or singing voices. People like listening to them talk. Some become singers, voice artists or teachers. With appearance, they care deeply about how they look, not necessarily fashionable, but always clean, presentable and well-groomed. Face and neck are often attractive features. With their values, they are very clear about what's right and wrong for them. Hard to change their mind once they've decided that something has value or doesn't. These are things that people can check in themselves right now. Yes, that's how you know astrology is real. You see it in daily life. But Father, what happens when Taurus energy becomes unbalanced? You'll see it in these common situations. At home, the parent who won't throw away anything. We might need it someday. The cupboard full of old clothes never worn. That's hoarding, not security. In love, you're mine. You can't talk to anyone else. Why did you like their photo? That's possessiveness disguised as love. At dinner, eating even when full. But it's so delicious. Until the body hurts, that's overindulgence, not enjoyment. At work, we've always done it this way, refusing to learn new software, new methods, even when the old way is failing. That's stubbornness, not stability. With money, they may have lakhs or crores in the bank, but still feel poor, never spending even on necessities, never helping others. That's fear, not security. If you recognize these patterns in yourself, you're seeing your Taurus shadow. The first step to balance is recognition. Father, when a Taurus soul or someone with strong Taurus energy comes to me feeling stuck, how should I guide them? Ask them to ask themselves these questions. Am I saving for something or just saving out of fear? If you can't answer what you're saving for, you might be hoarding, not planning. Do I own my possessions or do they own me? If you feel anxious when something breaks, if you can't share, if you're constantly worried about your things, they own you. When did I last make something with my hands? Taurus needs to create, not just consume. Cook a meal, paint something, plant a garden, make music. Am I staying in this job, relationship, city because it's good for me or because I'm afraid of change? Stability is beautiful. Stagnation is suffocation. If I lost money, house, possessions tomorrow, who would I be? Your worth, Ganesh, is not your wealth. Your identity is not your inventory. The ultimate lesson of Taurus: the material world is a tool for the spiritual, not a replacement for it. Look at this temple, destroyed and rebuilt again and again through the ages. Here's what Taurus souls must remember. You build, yes, but build to give. That grandmother cooking food, she's not just cooking, she's giving love in edible form. That person saving money, they're securing the family's future. That artist creating beauty, they're lifting people's spirits. Build with love, not attachment. Cook for the joy of feeding, not to control who eats what. Enjoy with gratitude, not greed. Appreciate your comfortable bed, but don't judge others who don't have one. Create with purpose, not just possession. Make beauty to share it, not just to own it. So I have becomes I have to share. Yes, the truly wealthy Taurus is the one who builds so much abundance that it overflows to others naturally. You've learned well. Aries begins, Taurus builds. Together they create everything. Father, I can see the bull in the stars now. It feels more real after being here. That is the gift of true learning, when knowledge becomes experience. 10 more signs await, my son. Are you ready for the next? Yes, Father. Then let us journey to where the mind awakens, where questions dance, where communication flows like sacred rivers. Come. And so, Ganesh learned that Taurus is the builder of foundations, the keeper of the beauty, the accumulator of value, and the soul that says, what I touch, I make last. For every dream needs a dreamer, but also a builder who makes it real. Taurus declares, I have. The universe responds, then build something beautiful and share it. Next episode, Nageshwar, where Ganesha meets Gemini, the twins who say, I think.